So I'm Kathy.
Her life.
I grew up in a really big family with 9 kids, and my dad died when I was 18. I think that made all of us kind of wonder. He was a really strong leader, strong family man, and his death, I think, kind of made everybody wonder, like, you know, what now? What happens after you die? And within 1 year, 7 of the 9 of us had gotten saved. I was one of those.
And I became a follower of Christ in my senior year of high school. And I had a friend who invited me to church, and before that, just really didn't know anything really about God. And that started a process of just listening and learning, and it really came to a point to where I had to try to figure out what does this all mean. And then sat down with a youth pastor one day, and he walked me through what Jesus did for me, and I decided that next weekend to just follow through on that decision to accept Him as the one who forgives me and to be the one who's in control of my life.
When I was growing up, I was picked on quite a bit by a lot of different people. I tried to find worldly ways to find power. I looked to the occult, I looked to witchcraft, things of that nature. I went to Promise Keepers with some friends, new brothers, and they had an altar call. I went down. That was the first time that I actually decided that God was the way, that none of these other worldly powers were going to do it, but God is definitely the way to go.
I was at a Bible camp over the summer. We were talking about getting baptized, and that sounded really cool to me. And so I asked my mom, and we took a class. I just asked Jesus into my heart, and I've gone from there, and here I am.
Had fallen in with a really good group of friends that, you know, they all had, you know, interactions with Jesus and had come up, and it was this group of friends that sort of taught me, you know, the real meaning and showed me like the real side behind why I needed to follow Jesus. And it was in seeing their lives and how Jesus had affected their lives that made me want to give my life to Jesus.
I grew up in a family where everyone knew and loved Jesus, and I grew up going to church every Sunday and singing "Jesus Loves Me, This I Know." And when I was just 4 years old, I remember walking into my parents' bedroom and saying that I loved Jesus and I wanted to follow Him. And I made a decision for Him when I was just a really little girl.
I came to know Christ when a friend of mine in college, as a freshman in college, she was just sharing me with her life about how she knew this Jesus, and it was something that just made sense to me at the time. It wasn't a big elaborate production, but it was just something that just made sense. And that day I decided to accept Christ. Pretty simple.
I didn't know really anything about being baptized because I had already been baptized when I was a baby because I was a Catholic back then. And so I thought it was something silly, but then I took the class and we had to write testimonies, and it really impacted my life because I had done some things that I had to talk about in my testimony, and it was one of the most amazing experiences in my life.
My wife introduced me to a church. They had a contemporary service, relevant messages that really pertain to life. And as soon as I went to church that first day, I knew I'd found my way home.
My name is Aaron.
My name is Caitlin.
My name is Kathy.
My name is Paul.
My name is Stephanie.
My name is Jeff.
My name's Eddie.
My name is Cece.
My name is Travis.
And I found my way back to God.